My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble, you know.
Well, guys, always seek adventure, signing in from an undisclosed location. Anyway, guys, I'm well fed. Anyway, so I have recently just had about $8,000 worth of work done to my truck. I am so happy to have it back. I picked it up yesterday. I have all my work done at Miller's Diesel. They really do a good job. It's the only shop that I trust, to be honest with you. I don't trust any other shop in the Tennessee area. Maybe one day I'll fill you guys in on why I don't trust other shops. But I don't trust any other shop other than Miller Diesel. They're honest. They have their own machine shop. So, my turbo actuator went bad on my turbo about a month and a half ago, actually. So, turbo actuator goes bad. That's, look it up, Cummins 6.7 liter turbo actuator. They're expensive. So I just went ahead and put a whole brand new turbo on it. Well, I bought a new turbo. Before I got around to having somebody put the turbo on, because I'm still fucked up with my hand, I can't fucking do nothing with my hand right now. Can't even pleasure my wife with it. Go figure, I'm a lefty now, huh? So I went to go pull the radiator cap off, and the damn thing, it was cold. The truck was ice cold. It was like 30 degrees out that day. And pull the radiator cap off, and it just spews antifreeze out. Bubbles up. Coolant system is pressurized, well, cold. Now, it's normal for a coolant system to be pressurized when it's hot. That's no big deal. When it's cold, you gotta figure out where it's getting that pressure from, and also, why is it holding it until it's cold, and even after. And sometimes it'll be a radiator cap, could be that, or really a plugged drain line for the radiator, could be that, or a head gasket. So, or a couple of other things, but a head gasket is the quickest, easiest place to start. And the cheapest, obviously. You could have it tested and everything, but it's a Dodge. It's a fucking head gasket. So, this is the reason why I own a Dodge, though, guys. I own a Dodge because I have one line of cylinders. It is 6. That means I only have one head. That's it. Unlike Fords and Chevys, the Chevy Duramax, that's an Isuzu engine. It's a great engine, don't get me wrong. But if you gotta do a head gasket, you can do both. It's twice as much money. Ford, especially the newer ones, the 6.7s, 6.7 Power Strokes, those there, you gotta actually physically lift the cab off of the truck to do a head gasket. Nay. I don't want to do that bullshit. No fucking way. So, what I do, I went the best route. Semi-truck engine style. Inline 6, high displacement, moderate displacement. And it's easy to work on. To do a turbo, it's easy. To do a head gasket, it's easy. To do injectors, it's easy. To do a timing set, it's easy. To do an injection pump, it's easy. To do a water pump, it's easy. It's an easy engine to work on. There's a lot of room underneath the hood of my truck. Now, in most cases, if my hand wasn't fucked up and my arm wasn't fucked up still, I would have done it myself. No problem at all. I had to send the head out to get machined, all that good stuff. But I put $4,500 into just the head gasket work itself. So, new head gasket, aftermarket head gasket. I had new head studs put in. That was $565 for head studs. Like, wow, that's a lot of money. Just for a bunch of bolts and fucking nuts. Sheesh. New water pump. I had a coolant bypass put in, which cools off the back 2 cylinders better. So that makes that work out a lot better. And new starter, because the starter went out while it was there. It was already going out anyway, but it went out completely when it was there. I'm glad it went out there compared to if I was on my way down south for my anniversary this year, which is in 13 days. Hot dog. Damn, I'm fucking excited. I put 6 new tires on this truck. Everybody wants it dually until you have to put tires on it. That cost me $1,500, $1,600 too for Firestone tires. Man, so I got, plus the turbo was a couple $1,000s as well. So I'm sitting on a lot of work. Now I didn't put an upgraded turbo on. I went with stock because I build 38 to 42 psi when I hammer down. I'm pretty good with that. If I put aftermarket injectors and an injection pump, I still can get away with my turbo. It builds up enough power, enough pressure, it works. But here we are. I'm back in my truck. It's got 245,911 miles right now. So I'm pleased with the work I had done to it. Oh, not to mention all the front end work I just had done to it too. When I had the tires put on. Man, oh man. I dumped into this thing more than I spent on my first fucking diesel truck. Huh. I spent more on a turbo than I did on my first diesel truck. The old 96 Chevy 2500. Yeah. But I'm glad to have my exhaust brake back. That's the big reason why I went with the stock turbo. I can go with an aftermarket turbo with the exhaust brake on it still. But I really just figured I'd go stock. I need to do something else, you know, upgrading stuff other places before I do a turbo anyway. You know, end up start running lean or something. And that, you don't want to do that. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. So, it's been about a month and a half since I've had my truck. Well, actually, I've had my truck. Ooh, I'm burping up spam. I had my truck, but what happened was I ended up taking it in a week ago. And that's it. It only took a week to get it done. Actually, it wasn't even a week. I dropped it off last Saturday. They didn't get to it until Monday. And I got it. So I've been without it for 2 weeks. And so I've been driving the side-by-side around as my mode of transportation. I'm just glad to have this thing back. And actually pull the camper out from its spot on the property, get it close to the house so we can start packing it up for our vacation. And of course, every year we have a crawfish boil. And of course, Nomadic Fanatic, if you want to come to my crawfish boil, feel free to fucking get a hold of me. Feel free. So, with that being said, guys, at the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video out. I'm going to meet the wife for lunch. Peace.